In the city of Meridian, where time seemed to race faster than anywhere else, lived a man named Oliver. He was a dedicated worker, spending long hours at his corporate job, always chasing deadlines and promotions. Despite his professional success, Oliver felt a persistent emptiness, as if something essential was missing from his life. One evening, after another grueling day at the office, Oliver found himself wandering through an antique shop. His eyes were drawn to an old, ornate hourglass sitting on a dusty shelf. The shopkeeper, an elderly man with a wise glint in his eye, noticed Oliver's interest. "That hourglass," the shopkeeper said, "is special. It's said to possess the power to show the owner significant moments from their past and future." Curious and skeptical, Oliver bought the hourglass and took it home. That night, he placed it on his bedside table and fell into a deep sleep. When he awoke, he found himself standing in a familiar playground from his childhood. He saw himself as a young boy, full of dreams and unbridled joy, playing with his friends and laughing without a care in the world. As he watched, Oliver felt a pang of nostalgia and regret. He had lost touch with that carefree, happy child. The scene shifted, and he was now a teenager, sharing his dreams of becoming an artist with his high school art teacher. His eyes sparkled with passion and creativity, a stark contrast to the weary man he had become. The hourglass turned again, and Oliver found himself in the future, standing in a quiet, sunlit park. An older version of himself sat on a bench, sketching the serene landscape with a peaceful smile. The older Oliver seemed content, having found a balance between work and his true passions. Oliver awoke in his own bed, the hourglass glowing softly beside him. He realized that the visions were a wake-up call, urging him to reclaim his dreams and passions. Time, he understood, was not just a relentless march forward, but a series of moments that shaped who he was and who he could become. Inspired by these visions, Oliver decided to make changes. He began by reconnecting with his love for art, setting aside time each day to draw and paint. He started prioritizing meaningful activities and relationships rather than getting lost in the endless grind of work. Over time, Oliver noticed a profound change in his life. He felt happier and more fulfilled, his days filled with purpose and joy. His productivity at work even improved as he approached his tasks with a renewed sense of balance and creativity. Years later, as an older Oliver sat in the same park from his vision, sketching the landscape, he reflected on his journey. He had learned that time was a precious resource, not to be squandered in pursuit of things that did not truly matter. The key to a fulfilling life, he realized, was to honor both the past and the future by living fully in the present. The hourglass had shown him the way, but it was his own actions that had transformed his life. Oliver smiled, knowing that he had become the person he was always meant to be. He had turned the relentless passage of time into a timeless journey of self-discovery and fulfillment. And so the story of Oliver and the magical hourglass became a source of inspiration in Meridian, reminding everyone that it's never too late to change the course of one's life and embrace the true essence of time.